Hello, this is Salutogenesis Chiropractic right here. I'm Dr. Grayson, and this is my lovely wife,
Dr. Kat. Hi.
So today we wanted to walk through some of the fundamental understandings of what is salutogenesis and what is pathogenesis, okay? So pathogenesis is what most of Americans are pretty aware of, and this is you go to the ER to get surgery or a pill because your body is failing. It's breaking down. You're having serious issues, okay?
It's emergency care.
Totally. Meanwhile, salutogenesis is the origins of health. What are the real big, heavy-hitting factors that make your body able to avoid all those life-threatening conditions, to minimize your risks as much as possible? So we went ahead and we put together 4. They're kind of the big ones we talk to our patients about because they're simple to understand, they're simple to follow.
They're the big winners. They're the fundamental things that you could do to avoid being in an emergency situation where your body is crashing, it's failing. So how can you just thrive? How can you take your body from normal to thrive all the time and avoid going in that emergency situation where you have to go to the doctor because you are sick, you have some kind of things growing that aren't supposed to be growing? How can you optimize your body so it can be constantly thriving as it ages properly, ages naturally without major diseases? And we know, we've read the research, we've scoured the internet, we've learned through our doctorate programs, right, how to do that, and we're here to share it with you.
Okay, so let's begin. First one, and we're going to save the best for last, okay? You guys can probably guess what the best one is, all right? First one up that everybody knows is exercise, okay? Now, what Dr. Kat and I tell everybody is do an exercise that you love, that you will keep doing forever, right? That's what we really want, okay? Don't injure yourself. Try to minimize your chance of injury, but do something you love every day, okay? Now, the safest recommendation that we can give you guys is just walk. If you look at centurion studies, you look at everything, just walk.
Walking is so good for you because I have an anthropology degree and I studied the human body, the human frame extensively in undergrad, then again extensively in chiropractic school where you kind of get the medical side of it. And by far the best thing to do for your whole body is to walk. Why? Your body is designed to walk as a bipedal creature, right? Look how unique that is. We're like the only things that walk on 2 feet, right? Your spine, your muscles are all designed to hold your body upright. And when you walk at a fast enough pace where your arms are swinging, you are engaging your core, your glutes, your neck muscles, your posture muscles. Everything's engaged appropriately in the way that it's designed to be engaged, as opposed to when you go to the gym and you just separate all those groups into separate muscle groups, right? So you can build muscle that way, but when you're thinking about thriving as a whole, walking would be the best basic idea of how to get all those systems working together in the most natural way.
And the minimum you should be walking every day is at least 15 minutes outside, okay? Really, it should be closer to an hour every day outside. And the real reason, too, is that you get 2 for what the price of 1. Because when you're outside, you get sunlight on your skin, which allows you to get enough vitamin D, which will go on later on in this little talk.
Super important. It's how you're designed.
Okay, so number 2 on the list, really important, are diet and nutrition, right? What does health really look like when it comes to that? And it's really a couple key principles. Avoid sugars, and by the way, sugars also means like carbohydrates, and so that means breads and things like that.
Things that turn into sugar in your body. It's not just white table sugar that you can avoid. It's things that turn into sugar, right? The same thing as white table sugar inside your body.
So what about like high fructose corn syrup? Would that?
It turns into sugar in your body, okay? So what you need to do is eat things that turn into good fundamental Legos or fundamental basic building blocks in your body that are not sugar, right? Because sugar drives up inflammation, drives up
chronic disease,
tumor cells. It's
cancer.
the thing that cancer loves and feeds on. It's the only thing that it can feed on, right? So when you minimize it, it's so good.
So then what should you eat? All right, organic, whole foods. It's super simple.
Without
all
toxins.
Those meats that are really delicious with all those natural saturated fats, those are really wonderful. Olive oils are really good. Natural fats are really wonderful.
Avocado oils, coconut oils, any kind of good fats. So fats that come from plants, fats that come from meat. Do not buy meat that it has been processed already. So anything that is not basically raw, that has not been treated, do it, right? So do things that are natural, that are coming straight from the animal itself, straight from the plant itself, all the good natural fats and proteins. Eat plenty of it. Eat lots of plants, leafy greens, because they hold all the minerals, all the nutrients, all the vitamins, right? So they'll absorb in with your fat. They're so good for you. And just avoid things that have a long shelf life. If it can live longer, than like 3 months, don't eat it. Just buy fresh. It's so easy. You don't have to overcomplicate it.
Tastes delicious too.
You're not going to be hungry. The most common thing I think that I run into with my patients is when I try to modify their diet is they're afraid of being hungry, because they're like, well, I wake up hungry, and then I'm hungry again for lunch, and I'm hungry again for pre-dinner, and then supper. No. When you eat a good balanced diet, you will probably eat more like 2 meals a day, because your body will not be crashing on sugar, driving up that hunger, okay? So you're gonna probably be able to skip breakfast, do intermittent fasting like we do, go into a good lunch, right? And then do a good dinner, and you're never ever that hungry where your stomach hurts.
Never.
And you're just like so hungry, you're hangry, right? Your mood is done, your day is done, you're fighting with your spouse. Don't do that to yourself. Just eat good food. It'll take you so far.
Okay, so this brings us to our next point, which we kind of alluded to earlier, and that's supplementation, okay? So everybody wants to go down rabbit holes with this. The real key is get a good multivitamin and get plenty of vitamin D and omega-3 to just lower down inflammation and make sure you have all the building blocks that you need. Now, just remember, vitamin D alone is not going to be enough if you're just ingesting it, just, popping a pill, okay? You really need to eat it with your food, and then you need to get it activated by the sun. So you have to get a little bit of sunlight almost every day.
Yeah.
It's a really healthy thing. Now, I'm not telling you to sit out there for 12 hours and sunbathe every day. I'm saying on your walk outside, go get some sunshine. You need it. It's absolutely essential.
Ladies, you don't need to think about, oh my goodness, but my face, I'm putting my sunblock. Do it. Put on your sunblock on your face. Save yourself from wrinkles. You can just put up your sleeves and get it on your arms, okay? It's not a big deal. You're not going to get wrinkles on your forearm. Don't worry about it. Okay? But it's so good for you. Vitamin D has been proven by research to decrease the amount of colds you get, flus you get. You will not get the chronic diseases. You won't be sick as often. You'll be healthier. It's the best hormone, best vitamin for improving health generally. You should be getting a lot more than you think. It's absorbed with fat. Just get out in the sun and get some good omega-3s in you, which are found in walnuts, salmon. You can Google it, omega-3, foods. Just eat them all the time.
Next, okay, so have a fully functioning neuromusculo-skeletal system. Boom. This is where we come in, right?
Guys, you can eat as the best food in the world. If you cannot absorb it properly, it's going in the garbage, okay? So in order to absorb good food, you need a digestive system that works. You need a nerve supply that will absorb all of it, that will incorporate into your system. So I tell all the time, it's not what you eat, it's how well you can absorb it. And how well you can absorb it, it all has to do with your nervous system, with getting chiropractic care. It's like, imagine never going to the dentist until you're like 45 and your teeth are falling out. That's not the way the world should work, okay? You should be getting chiropractic care when you're a kiddo, so you're avoiding major pain and aches when you're growing up as a teenager. Then later when you're an adult, you can prevent so many aches and pains, diseases. Your immunity goes up with chiropractic. It's so good for you. It's so easy. It feels so good.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Absolutely. So I think that the biggest piece to always remember are these are just simple guidelines, really simple guidelines. And if you just think about them and you're proactive about them, all the leading causes of death and problems in America, you can dodge most of it.
Yeah.
90+% of it. It's easy. The research is in. It's not a debate anymore.
Yeah. Imagine yourself as a machine, right? Like a car, right? What would you do to optimize your car's function? You give it good fuel, right? You take it to the mechanic so it can align the tires, make the engine spark faster, right? You wash it, you take care of it. Your body is a machine that you live in, right? It's like a shell that you live in. Just protect it. Make it thrive. Love on it, right? Feed it good food. Take care of it. Make it go for a walk. Take it for a spin, right? Align the tires. Go to your chiropractor once in a while. Don't make the engine light come on and then leave it on. Go to your chiropractor. These are the 5 or 4 fundamental things that we talked about. So easy. Your body will love you for it. You'll age better. You'll be there for your family better. You'll be a better mom, better dad, better kiddo. You'll thrive.
It's not
easy.
hard.
It's
not
so
hard
easy.
either.
Yep.
It's not that much more expensive. Everyone comes up with all these excuses.
There's no excuses.
It's
so
really,
easy.
it sells itself.
Yep.
Get on board. Understand how to take care of your body. Don't be reactive. Be proactive.
Be proactive.
Have a great day. And we're signing out from Salutogenesis Chiropractic.
Bye.